Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Little game here that we play. It has been a hot minute, fortunately, up in real life, as to deter us from playing this game. But fear not, for tonight game, we are gamers. Last we had left off, our group of little adventurers started their had started their adventure technically. They had wandered about Bastion, had fought some gargoyles in a seemingly simulated battleground, and determined what they would do next. It seemed that another group of Riders Beyond had disappeared, or at the very least, the communications was lost with a group near Pinewater. The group decided that this would be a good place to investigate, especially since there would be this strange creature that seemed to be flying high above the sky in the distance of Bastion, eyeing. And so the party started Bastion and making their way away towards Vinewater. As they kind of approached the location of side, they very quickly realized that they probably a little bit outmatched by whatever this thing was, as it began circling them instead. And pick up right after our heroes had attempted to send a familiar, a pigeon, something, away towards the city of Bastion, of which this creature had come slamming down onto the ground with such violent force that it caused dirt and rocks, things to fly away in a small debris field as it slammed, killed the small pigeon, who unfortunately perished instantly. And we find ourselves with the party as this creature begins to once again climb, and you do get a little bit of a better view of it. It appears to be some sort of creature with four wings that just slowly, well, not slowly, but actually very quickly flaps those four wings and just begins to gain altitude at a rate that you would not be able to follow, as it just goes up and up and up and further until eventually it settles back thousands of feet above the party, slowly making slow, deliberate circles above them. What would you like to do?
Um, how big was this creature again?
Give me a perception check. You can probably get an estimate.
I think you said it the last time we.
If I did actually say it, then it was probably about 20-25 feet from wing.
That was a large bird.
Very.
There's no cover. Like we're in an open wasteland,
You're
right?
not exactly in open. In a couple of locations by, you do see essentially what amounts to tall pillars that kind of rise into the air, seemingly.
Huh.
Unfortunately, they're quite thick around the base. Some of them are hundreds, if not thousands, of feet circumference, while they also rise into the air much further. Some of them thousands of feet, some of them carrying
Jeez.
into the clouds. They're not perfectly 90 degrees or perpendicular to the actual ground below, but they do look like they'd be incredibly difficult to climb. Many of them have vegetation growing off the side of it, and you estimate. Actually, give me a survival check. You estimate that, given the sites, given how kind of irregular some of their outsides are, that there's a pretty high likelihood that some of these could potentially provide cover because there's vegetation growing over what might be small caves, things like that, that might be either partially up the actual cliff, it's the sheer almost pillar, while some of it might set in to the bottoms.
Gotcha. So they're not quite like human diameter, but they're not like as big as a mesa. They're like
They're quite large, but they're
They're
not
quite large?
like they're not like mountains.
okay. Gotcha.
But the rush of adrenaline is very much still there, given that less than a minute or two ago, this creature had slammed down onto the ground nearby and killed one of your.
Oh fuck! That thing actually, it actually got it. How's that possible?
It's time to go for cover,
we can't
guys.
outrun it.
I don't
I was
know.
gonna say we could split, but doesn't seem like that's a good idea.
I don't think we can take it. It's too big. It's too fast. It's
Well, do we have a way of disengaging?
Yeah, how far is it to the base of the closest pillar?
Not too far, maybe a couple of 100 feet over open grassland.
We are on horseback too, right? That must mean something.
Oh, right.
Horse is on Hogeback.
Some of us. Most of us. I say we scurry on our way over.
Say giddy up, pony. Let's get
Yeah.
over there.
See, can I ready any?
Do we have a plan for combat if it tries to fight us?
Could I ready a spell, Jake?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Fog Cloud in the event that bird comes and swoops down at us.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? You can hold your action to reaction cast that, but that only lasts 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So you can hold it now, or you lose that spell, or you can hold it later. Combat starts or something.
So, sorry, I'm not following. So I will lose the spell if it.
So the way
go ahead.
Holding a spell works,
Mm-hmm.
it's different to holding like an attack, right? Because holding an attack, you're basically just holding your arm. But if you're holding spell, you have to cast that spell first. You cast
Is that
spell,
how that works?
you hold it, and then you use your reaction to let the spell go. If you don't let it go within 6 seconds, it disappears.
Oh,
and you still
okay.
lose the spell slot.
So to get around that, let me know if this is legal. Could I just wait till I notice the bird swooping down before I cast it, or is that?
Yeah. You're probably gonna have about 6 seconds, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold the action, but I'm just gonna watch the bird and wait.
Sure.
That feels funny, but yeah.
Yeah. So that would, so like the first thing would be holding an action, but this would be more like waiting until it does something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm fine with that. So I'm just watching the bird as we're making our way over to the cliffs. Is that what we're doing?
All right. Yeah. With the natural 20, Noah, you would actually notice a particular place that you think your group could squeeze into. Like it'd be a pretty tight squeeze, but you know that there's probably like at least some sort of indent or cave or something on the other side of this squeeze that all of you would be able to get through, but you know for a fact that your horses would not be able to get through.
Better than nothing.
Like it's large enough that 2 of you could probably squeeze in like breast to breast, but your horses would not be able to get.
I see.
The horses can get in, the bird cannot get in. I like that.
Wait, can Hoj not make it in?
Well, since 2 of you going chest to chest can make it in, Hoj can make it in by himself. So long as he's not chest to chest with someone.
Hoj is the rear guard.
Sure, I'll go
Guys,
last.
follow me. Might have to ditch the horses.
Are you? But then we'd be stranded here. Are you sure that's a good idea?
I'm not sure.
It's either stranded or face the bird.
Yeah.
I mean, are we really stranded? We can still walk.
It's a walk. We're not. What's
Use
the
the cover of
walking?
night.
What's the walking distance to Bastion, Jake?
Sebastian, probably about 2 days. You guys have
Wait,
covered this distance in about a day. A horse.
Okay,
Wait.
so we add an extra day. That's not
Wait,
bad.
Yeah.
We just need to
for,
survive.
yeah, Jake. Just for reference, what time is it right now?
Right now, it's approximately just after
Okay.
like
When
sun is
Mhm.
high in the sky. There's very few clouds nearby, and the weather
Mhm.
is relatively dry.
I don't know if we would have taken note of this, but when was like the first instance that we noticed its presence? Like, is that something that
couple
we
of
realize or? Okay.
This
alright,
would have been when we were first seeing the crabs, or not crab
Okay.
scorpions.
right. I'm just trying to figure out if it's like has night vision or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The daytime
I
hunter. You know what I
did-
mean?
Can Moray recall if, from all the things we learned and the people we talked to, does this thing like to hunt in the day or night? I imagine day, but I'm just trying to figure out if it hunts in the night too.
Yeah, nature check.
Natural 6.
You think about it and kind of try and compound the knowledge I've gathered. Don't know. Unfortunately, thoughts escape you. Whatever this creature is, there's a chance it might be able to see in the dark. There's a chance it might not be able to.
That thing killed my familiar in the night, right?
Sorry?
Like when I sent out my familiar, it killed it when it was nighttime, right?
No. That was like
It
2
was like
minutes
5
ago.
minutes ago, right? Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Also, here's a bit of a better look at it. I can't give you its character sheet, but I can give you a picture.
It's gonna be like level 20, 700 HP.
It's in the general.
I'm ditching my horse. Yeah, fuck you guys. Yeah, you guys can try to take the dash action. I'm taking the live action. All right, Noah's going for the little indent depression under the thingy jig.
Okay,
I'm
so
locking it in. I'm definitely
this
locking it
is
in.
specifically going to be a skill challenge between all of you. Between all of you versus it. You will have to succeed on 4 checks across the distance, about 200 feet, before it realizes and comes crashing down.
Is okay. Wait.
You will have to succeed 3 times, and you can only fail. I will tell you
Easy.
all of the DCs before you get rolling. But essentially, a skill challenge is, I believe it was from a previous edition, and what it entails is that you have to get a certain amount of successes before a certain amount of failures. If you can get that amount of successes, then your entire team, gets to perform and live and do what it is that's necessary. While if you do not, then certain consequences follow, such as a combat. So, you, as each of the players, gets to decide on one skill check that you would like to do. One person can repeat multiple, or can do multiple skill checks of different skills, but if one skill has succeeded, then you cannot use that skill again, even if it's someone else. So, say you attempt some acrobatics to try and dodge out of the way of the bird. If, in the case that it does dive, that you try and confuse it using acrobatics to kind of move around the grass and all that, right? And you succeed, then that is one success. But if you fail, that is one failure. Someone else can use acrobatics or try to. But if you do succeed, then no one else can use it. And then they will have to use a different skill. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think.
Excellent. You guys will have to get 3 successes before you accrue failures. I will tell you what skill you will use, and I will tell you the DC before you roll. So, let's begin, shall we?
Stressing me the fuck out right now, Jake.
Exactly what it's meant to be.
Can I, before rolling anything,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to determine if the bird realizes that we're trying to hide. So essentially, I'm trying to figure out if we can just kind of walk, try to slow walk our way towards it without it realizing, or something like that?
Intelligence or perception.
Perception 9.
You look up at the bird, and honestly, it's just doing circles directly around where you guys are, like directly above where you guys are currently. So the best that you can tell, it doesn't seem to be aware of anything. It doesn't seem to know what you're doing, at least as far as you can. So you could be horrendously.
Yeah, after seeing the other, the familiar die, I think I am horrendously wrong. Okay. Would anyone else like to take a stab at this?
Sure.
Sure. I'll
Wait,
say
did-
all
did-
of you can roll the
You said also intelligence?
or intelligence. Okay.
Intelligence for what?
Trying to determine if it's realized.
Like an investigation check?
Yeah, sure. We do investigation.
I'm still
Oh
doing
my god, that was
perception.
lower.
The only one who really knows in its Noah. Noah, you've strictly picked up that it's actually done a few kind of like almost barrel rolls in the air where it's just kind of twisted up and down. You realize that it's probably doing so in order to keep a better eye.
Oh.
And if at any point it seems like you're making a break for it, there's an incredibly high likelihood you'll. But here's another. Let me tell you a little bit about the environment you guys are currently standing in.
Mhm.
The Edgelands. There is quite a lot of these like large kind of pillars. Some of them are hundreds of feet wide. Some of them are maybe a dozen or two. The one that you guys are heading to is about 60 or 70 feet wide at the base that you can see, and it goes up maybe about 200 feet. You're pretty confident that there's room enough that all of you can squeeze into comfortably. But you also know that the outsides and the bases of it is kind of surrounded by this dark and kind of thick grass that has grown up to maybe about 4.5 feet tall. And the grass that you're currently standing in with your horses is nearly 3 feet tall as well. So there is a lot of incredibly tall grass all around you that could potentially be used to advantage. Also note that there are small bushes nearby, though nothing that would resemble a tree.
Okay, team. We got small grass. We have horses. No trees. So definitely two things. One, we definitely make a pretty competent stealth check. And hear me out. Animal handling check. We all release our horses at the same time to create a big distraction. We might even get advantage. Maybe it's just hungry. I know purple monsters in D&D are usually evil, but let's hope it's just hungry. We set the horses free, and maybe we can get a free animal handling check. What do you guys think?
I think.
Do you want to get as far as we can with the horses first before releasing them, or?
Yeah, that would be order matters. What would we use for that?
Could we not try
athletics?
to fool the thing too? Like make it think that we're just just walking
Right.
in some
Walk
direction.
That's
Does
all
anyone have
part of it.
prestidigitation?
So all of it be done when Rebecca starts. Let's start.
Okay. Let's do that.
I feel like
So the plan is to sneak as far as we can with the horses until we
You're a
notice
stealthy party.
the bird attack, and then we jump, slap horse, hide.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Can we take a stealth check with the horses, or is Jake? Are you assuming like the grass is only sufficient if we're like
because
proning through it?
Like you guys could hide in the grass, but unfortunately the horses are too tall to actually be hidden. If there were trees or large bushes nearby, I would say different, but unfortunately there are not.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna do something really funny.
Mhm.
What's the could I ride upside down on my horse?
What are
Like-
you attempting to accomplish?
So if the bird attacks me from above, he gets the horse first. I'm just on the bottom. I just have to let go.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Okay.
I just assumed the bird would just pancake you and the horse.
Oh yeah, it did kind of create like a
It
magnitude.
made a crater.
Yeah, like a crater.
Oh, okay, that's a bad idea. Okay, thanks,
I mean, you know, I wasn't gonna say no. I was like, yeah, sure, you hide underneath your horse.
okay, yeah, no, we'll go with the original plan.
Well, okay, so check this out. We should definitely do releasing the horses second or third. We need something for being first. What should it be? We could do stealth last, release the horses second.
We do
And we have one more
a
thing.
What,
follow-up?
performance?
A deception?
I say performance.
Performance, yeah. Does anyone
Because
have
we're pretending
prestidigitation?
we're like, oh, nothing's wrong. We're just walking around with our horses towards
Oh,
this.
shit, I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wait, what is
I'll
this?
even
It's
toss in a
animal.
whistle there too. He's like,
Wait,
No,
that's
no,
not gonna
let-
fool it.
No, Xavier. No, like walk nonchalantly or something. I don't know. Like don't rush.
It's an
at first.
animal. It's hunting us.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
intelligent though.
Yeah, but the horses aren't spooked yet, you know.
True.
We're minding our own business.
Oh no, your
unaware of
horses
the
are
world.
spooked. They're very, very spooked.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Sorry, I forgot to mention.
we're performing here, all right.
Performing
We're
what?
we're acting like there's nothing wrong. Like we're not the
That's
bird's
for
none the
our own
wiser.
sake. That's not for the birds. That doesn't help us with the birds.
Yeah, no,
That's our
that's
own
not for the
code.
bird.
It's our own code.
We're trying to fool the bird to think that okay, we're not gonna do anything funny. We're just gonna walk over to this tall grass.
Okay,
Like
and
nothing wrong.
who is attempting that?
I'll do that.
Okay, give me a performance check. The DC is 19.
Okay, Jake.
Okay, all right.
That was a scary
Let's
DC, guys.
Go.
Somehow, some way, as you guys are kind of proceeding onwards, following the instructions of Moray, he kind of guides all of you and kind of acting in this sort of way that almost seems blended and kind of natural. It seems really innately, kind of chill, just chilling out, not doing much. And for some fucking, the bird stops barrel rolling. It stops
Murray
twisting its
passed the
body.
vibe check.
It almost seems to calm down a little. Success. What?
Let's go.
will your
Follow the
second-
plan, guys. Number 2,
Man,
time for the horse release. Horse release, niner. Who has good animal handling?
I don't.
Who's a
Not me.
horse whisperer? Any horse whisperers?
I think that would be Hoj.
I speak the opposite of horse.
He had to lift his horse.
All right, I'll pull it off. All right. On my mark, we'll kind of dismount off the backs of our horses, slap them in the rear. They whinny the rear, and then they all run off in random directions, all away from each other. Fuck my ass, dude.
No, don't roll until I tell you what the DC is, please.
Oh shit, true.
And also, please don't roll before I tell you what the check is. It might not even be animal handling.
Oh, true.
Remember that you are discussing your actions, not.
Got it.
Mhm. But yeah, following that idea.
Well, it wouldn't matter. The DC was higher. You would have failed.
Yeah.
There's one failure. As all of you kind of like nonchalantly dismount following Moray's thing, Noah, you do manage to get the horses to scatter. You kind of slap them on the ass, and one of them just already panicked. It fucking bolts. It just runs straight forward. And it's heading in the same direction that you headed, or that you guys were all heading. And you see the other horses begin to follow it as well. As all of your horses kind of begin to run that way, you see the bird kind of like all its movement all of a sudden stop. It folds all four wings in, and it just fucking slams down straight onto the ground after about like 6-7 seconds. And you see this massive crater and just blood fly everywhere, as there is now a
Oh.
massive crater, one, in your way, and two,
Our
you
horses.
see this
Horse
thing
stuff everywhere.
fly up and like almost straight up, like something was magically propelling it upwards.
Oh shit.
For it kind of is now sitting at about half the altitude it was before, and once again kind of rolling over to look at all of you.
Does that imply like it kind of didn't follow the laws of physics? Is kind of what we
It
saw.
did not look like it followed the law
Okay,
at all.
gotcha.
Looked like it was gliding upwards, and you know
shit.
that's impossible.
Can I tell if there's any traces of magic?
You don't even need to do anything. You can tell. Because if a creature is able to fly, has that kind of speed, is able to create a crater this large, something doesn't add up. Because its weight is either too heavy for it to really fly, or, you know, a variety of other factors. Like it shouldn't be able to do any of them. Or it'll be like too light to actually be able to create a crater that essentially explodes outwards. And you also notice that it did not even pick up a single morsel of the dead horses
Oh.
before returning to its height.
I was never good with horses, guys. Sorry.
So we're gonna hide.
One sec, Jake. So when it was coming down, would you say it came down magically, or do you think a strong gust of wind could push it away a little bit?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana 13.
Even with a relatively low check, you're like, I think my wind's probably not gonna do anything to it.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a strength save. This creature looks very strong. Okay.
We should immediately try to hide within the tall grass.
I agree.
Yeah.
Who wants to
Okay.
hide for us?
I get +5 to stealth.
I have a +7 to stealth.
Then you should do it.
Okay, do it.
Okay, I would like to kind of usher everyone into to drop down at the same time to kind of confuse the bird and also be like obscure out of line of sight.
Okay, guide the team to that.
Yeah.
Stealth check. DC is
Ooh.
Oh,
two
no.
failures, one success. As all of you kind of drop down into the grass, try your absolute best to hide as much as possible, kind of like obscure yourselves in between the grass. But fortunately, even with Elena's guidance, some of you aren't as hit. You realize that the grass is actually parting in various different ways to almost reveal you a little better than you.
Jake,
What's up?
I'm supposed to have disadvantage on stealth and I rolled a 1. Yeah. I forgot I'm wearing armor. That's disadvantage.
Well, specifically for this skill check, you actually wouldn't get disadvantage because your stealth is just kind of like you're guiding everyone to be stealthy, right? It's a group check. If your specific armor wouldn't impose disadvantage. You are okay, it is still a 12, but none of you are very hidden at all. That is 2 failures, and you can see it descend a little bit lower and almost begin to kind of like hold its wings at its side, seemingly realizing something.
Alright, one more question. Does that count as a physical check?
What do you mean? Oh, for your thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
It's not a natural one, right? It doesn't affect you?
no, it says whenever I fail a physical check.
Oh, then yes, it doesn't.
Fuck.
Ugh. The rest of you watch as all of you kind of like plant in the ground Unfortunately, for a brief moment, you feel the brand burn. Can't help but just grunt in pain.
Oh fuck! Why now of all times?
As the rest of you are now prone on the ground, and Bird is looking right at all of you. Its head is kind of like twisted and turned, and it's close enough now that it can very much look at all of you and seems to be just kind of assessing.
Would casting a spell be a check, or is it just a spell cast?
Well,
Like, say
that
if I
depends
wanted
what
to
you're
cast,
trying.
like, yeah,
It
let's say
depends
if I
on what
wanted to
you're trying
cast
do, right?
Fog Cloud
You're
at a
trying
20-foot radius.
You're trying to cast Fog Cloud in a 20-foot radius to prevent. So what specifically are you trying to do with that fog cloud?
How big is the 20-foot radius? I guess, like, relative to our sizes and stuff.
On a 20-foot radius, it's a 40-foot cube, or sorry,
Yeah.
it's a 40-foot like circle,
40 foot,
right?
Yeah.
I will tell you right now that when you had looked at the crater it had left behind, from judging just with the general relativity of the horses, it was probably about 30 feet. 30 feet diameter. So
diameter.
It was a 15
Okay, so
foot
it's
radius.
so could I cast Fog Cloud above us, and then we can kind of obscure ourselves with that?
Can you put Fog Cloud into chat? I just need to read these.
Yeah. How do I put it?
You can just
in
like
chat?
keep casting it too.
I think you
like,
could just cast it and then
Okay.
just don't use it.
Okay. There we go.
this guy's a smoker.
Centered on a point. The point can be in the sky, so I will say yes. Where are you casting it? Are you casting it like directly in between the bird and you guys? Are you casting it on top of you guys? Are you casting it on the bird?
I think between us and the bird, and that should give us the most distance because it's a radius, right? Yeah. Like I would say.
The wind is currently non-present, so it would take a while for it to disperse.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I will ask you to roll me a spellcasting modifier for you. What is your spellcasting modifier for this?
Charisma.
Okay.
Charisma.
Charisma check, I believe. 13.
Does my weakness come into that then, Jake? It is charisma based check. Yes.
This
But that's for...
specifically is not a charisma based check in that sense.
Okay. Okay, it's just spell. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you want me to roll?
It's just roll me a charisma check with proficiency, and the DC is 13.
Charisma check with proficiency.
So one of your charisma checks, I'm sure, has proficiency.
Yes, I'll just roll intimidation.
Oh no!
What did you do with these dice?
I tried. That was a good attempt.
It was good.
You did try. Unfortunately, that is 3 failures.
Yep.
As all of you watch, this kind of cloud kind of appears in between all of you. And you take that moment to kind of try and rush forward, to move as far as you possibly can. And then within half of a second, you see the bird begin a dive as it just dashes straight through the fog cloud and straight on top of all of you. I need all of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Quite the dexterity sponge.
Well, only one person saves.
Oh no!
Oh,
What?
buddy.
All of you take 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Except
Except for Moray. Take half.
I'm down. What?
I should have asked this question previously, but was Bardic Inspiration applicable here?
Bardic Inspiration can be applicable. Guidance can also be used.
No.
Okay, that would have been good to know, but well,
Yeah.
I'll take this roll.
They are
as it
skill
is.
checks.
Yep, you are right.
True.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm not living even if I succeed.
So that's 32-16 to ay caramba. Okay.
Okay. Elena, you're down, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, are you up?
I am up.
Oj?
Oh, roll
I'm down.
concentration check. I rolled an 11.
I will say that you will probably have had enough time to rage if you before it hit you.
That's a bonus action.
Would I have enough time to second win?
Yes. You would all have had enough time to probably take a full turn because it took 6 seconds to fall.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't save me anyways, I guess.
Oh, unfortunately.
Oh wait, I could. Okay, if I roll high, I might be able to live.
Endurance? 12. Fun.
This,
Wait, I have to roll a separate d12?
It's just a single d12 plus your con mod.
does anyone want to give me guidance?
I'll give you Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, sick. If I combine Bardic Inspiration with my second win, I can maybe live.
I'm still down.
How do I'm just gonna cast Bardic Inspiration, and you can do whatever.
So, wait, I get to roll the d10 or d6 or d7?
D6 for Bardic Inspiration.
Can you stack Bardic Inspiration and Guidance?
Yeah.
3.
Okay,
Okay, so
why
that
not?
means I pass the check if I add the 3 to my check. And if I combine that with second wind, 15, I still die.
Was it
Are you
bludgeoning damage?
fucking kidding me?
Are you still down?
Yeah, because half of what was that, 32?
16?
16, and
Yeah.
I would be at 15 HP because I rolled on second
no.
Wait, how far away are you?
win. We were all together. So
Yeah,
no,
we're all-
I mean HP. How much HP off are you from being up?
1 or 2, I guess.
Bro, I don't think you want to block this one.
Because, well, check this out, right? I also am in the same position as Surya right here because I also have second wind, and I would be 1 off even if I rolled maximum.
Right.
So there's no hope for me, I don't think, because you can only cast 1 Bardic Inspiration that time. I think.
Yeah, it's only 1 bonus action.
What about your guidance? That's a bonus action.
Is it?
Yeah, you can use your guidance.
I can't use guidance on myself.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Yep.
Guidance is OP.
I think you just need to touch them,
No.
right?
Well,
Yep.
it goes
if you
to an
touch a willing
ability
creature.
check, but it doesn't.
This is an ability check, right?
A second wind.
Oh, I'm talking about
No.
the saving throw.
Like how high did you roll for the saving throw?
10.
Oh,
I'm
that's-
not.
yeah,
Yeah,
you are
I'm
not
not gonna
being
get
guided.
it.
The guidance will
Yeah.
not.
It's
it
not
won't
gonna
guide
get
you
me
out of that.
Yeah.
Wait, do we know what type of damage it is?
It
Bludgeoning.
is bludgeoning.
Oh, okay. Rage would half it.
Rage out, man.
I'm
Fighting
gonna
for our lives
rage
here.
it. Yeah. Make it rage.
Wait,
What if
so
I cast Sanctuary? Can I do that?
Is anyone down?
16 minus
Sanctuary won't work.
8. I take 8
It won't?
damage from this.
Wait, so do I roll? Does interception work?
I'll have to ask Jake.
Yeah. Are we
That's gonna
can we get
determine.
bonus actions right now? Or what's going on exactly?
We have a full
Uh,
turn.
Full
have
turn.
full
Effectively what
turn.
it seems like.
Okay.
Unless I have a health potion.
Preemptively down it.
This is-
It's hitting my innards as I'm taking the damage. Therefore, it's negating the damage.
No, it's to heal my weaknesses damage because I took 6 full
Oh, right.
damage.
Oh right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, no, actually, you got screwed on that one.
Yeah. Oh, like I had a +7 and I still failed that fucking check.
Yeah, that DC was 13, and that still failed. I'm sad.
I have returned.
Oh, good.
My mother decided to contact me because she thought I was being harsh with the bird. No, I'm kidding. You guys are fine, right?
So
Yeah, I
don't know
take
what
8
you guys
damage.
did.
Do we have a turn, Jake, or is it like
Yeah,
quick
all of you
things?
get like a full action, bonus action, but you do not get a movement.
Okay.
Can Noah's interception help me?
Yes.
Was Fog Cloud my action, or was that something? No, that was already
Fog
done
Cloud
before.
was a part of the skill check.
Skill check.
So
Yeah. So that's
it is not
okay.
an action.
So how much damage do you mitigate?
I will mitigate
3 damage.
plus my proficiency, so 5.
On top of that, I have 15 HP. I think the 32. No, but I succeeded, so that gets half to 16.
You didn't succeed.
No, but Bardic Inspiration from.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I rolled it and it was a 3, and then if I add that to my 17, it
Yeah,
becomes a
you do
success.
succeed. The DC was 19. Yeah.
So it turns into 16 damage, and then my second wind healed me only up to 15 HP. But then if you reduce that damage by 5, that turns into 11. So I have 4 HP.
The fucking efforts to save. Holy shit.
I'm not dying now. The campaign just started. I refuse.
Oh my god, bro. Okay, honestly, Elena's still up. I think Moray's still
I'm
up
still
just
up.
naturally.
Yep.
Poj, are you still up with your Rage and Stone's
Yeah,
Endurance?
So Rage halves it because it's bludgeoning. So
Mhm.
that's 16, and then Stone's Endurance, I rolled 5 plus 3 for my con mod. That's 8, so I take 8 damage.
Go. Okay. All right, Noah, are you still up?
So I can't cast Second Wind, right? Like I would just be down from the one hit, which is 32 damage.
Okay, so Noah is down, but he managed to use his reaction to save.
Yep.
Elena.
Very heroic.
I didn't use my action yet. Could I cast Disguise Self and make myself look really extra dead?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, as it slams down upon all of you, and many of you with your extremely quick thinking and actions, you manage to save yourself from the worst of it. Though the actual hit itself, you can almost feel as if gravity itself bent to this bird's will as it crushes you underneath its wings, and its entire body buffets you with an incredibly strong wind that almost crushes and pushes you into the ground itself before it just takes off once more. Yeah, Noah is just down while the other 3 of you are horribly maimed, lying on the ground, just looking up. Some of you face first into the ground, and Hoj, you're like buried up to your chest, the actual dirt from this giant crater that has now erupted around all of you. And for a brief moment, you can see that there's portions of like dirt, stone, grass, bits of like blood that it's just ever so faintly floating in the air for a second or two after it takes off, and some that even almost gets carried along with it before it seems to fly up and fly off.
Like fly away, as in no longer hunting us.
Seemingly.
Oh, thank fuck.
As some of you lay still for a brief moment, Noah, I need you to give me a whispered death save.
Private.
I mean, since it's technically, I guess it's over.
You don't know that. The music's still up.
Wait,
Hold on.
why you still hear boss music?
Wait, do you not move?
But no, it flies up very, very high, very quickly, and then kind of disappears amongst the few clouds that there are, and seems to be heading eastward.
Okay. Can I attempt to stabilize?
Yes, you can.
Stabilize.
Yeah, medicine check. The DC is 10.
Um,
Just don't roll a 1.
let's go.
Nice. As you kind of like,
Wait, Jake.
up,
I forgot how to make a whisper. I know how to make a private GM roll. I forget.
on the bottom right, it's just private GM roll. That's whispered. You don't have to do blind GM. Private GM.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Lena, it takes you a couple of seconds, but you manage to kind of stabilize Noah and ensure that his return to normal for the most part. Little ragged, and definitely probably, but survive. Though he is unconscious. Roll me a d4. Yes, 10 is a pass.
Me? Roll
Yes.
D4.
Right? So the rest of you are aware that. Or Noah, you're going to be out for the.
Okay.
Question is Gray with us?
He is. As he crawls out from a bit of grass that was nearby, seemingly having not been hit by the crater.
Mori is still pretending to be dead.
I'm gonna dig myself out.
Yeah, honestly, it's not terribly difficult. The earth is loose around you, and you just happen to have been pummeled into the ground. And after bated breaths and 2-3 tension,
Can someone help me with Noah? I think he's all right now, but we should carry him to a safer spot. I don't know when he's gonna wake up.
I'll pick up Noah. After carrying a horse, this should be light work.
it's not. The armor is a bit heavy. Noah himself and glance around, you know. Within your immediate area, there's probably 3 relatively large craters.
Should we? Is there anywhere we should hide and wait, or should we keep moving?
There's that little crevice right that we were trying to get into.
And as you kind of
You
follow,
think it'll come back?
Wait,
Did you say something?
Oh yeah. Do you think it's gonna come back? Like,
I
should
don't
we
know.
leave some corpses here? Some fake corpses in case it flies over?
I think corpses get obliterated.
No. Wait.
I think we should first just rest up and kind of think about what to do next right now.
Mori's just gonna stand up, dust off. It's like, wow.
So you're alive too, huh? You could have, gotten up a few minutes earlier, but
I mean, looking at Mori's face, Elena, It looks like a dead person's. The entire skull looks like it's been caved in. You see that portions of the chest is like split open and is just oozing blood. Kind of looks like a zombie.
I kind of slowly pull out my sword.
Wait.
You're not undead, are you?
And then I'll just like wave my hand over my face and just it disappears. Like I'm alive.
Jesus,
And then like the disguise just comes off.
Don't scare me like that.
I don't think I could scare you after that.
If anything, I'm even more scared now after what we just experienced. I wish this was all just a dream.
Oh, they would have
Wish
been
it
dead
was.
anyways.
Shall we find some shelter?
Yes, please. We don't know when that thing will come back, and I'd
All
rather
right.
not find out.
Double time, and Moray's gonna gingerly walk his way towards
Cave?
the cave. Yeah.
So I'm down for 2 hours, right?
Yeah, about 2 hours.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the cave.
You guys managed to make your way to the cave with relatively little issue. Let's take a little bit. Mostly not that bad. It's essentially like a small hollow in the center of that. There was probably someone who had been here before, or a group that had been here, as you do see what appears to be the remnants. Campfire, a few small like animal bones that are off to the side. Maybe what looks really, really badly.
Can I tell how long ago this, people were here?
Probably be able to estimate it's anywhere between a couple of weeks, somewhere between 2 weeks and like.
Okay, and would this timeline generally line up with when that group went missing?
It lines up almost perfectly.
Oh, fuck. Well, I have a feeling I know why they disappeared now.
They're dead.
They fucking died.
I thought we established that.
Did we
Yeah,
see
so-
any other craters along the way that wasn't us?
Now that you mention, you didn't think it was too odd, but there were portions of the landscape that have been kind of almost strangely shaped, changed, and really expect going over it. You're like, weird, but now it clicks that they were probably craters that were left.
I can't use my vivid recollection to see if we spotted anything. No, I wouldn't say that. We were just passing by. Nothing. Not paying too much attention. Okay.
Would I be able to kind of ritual summon another familiar?
Yes, you have the materials.
I should, yes, I do.
Make sure that you do consume.
Yes.
Do I realize what he's doing? Or sorry, what she's doing?
Arcana check. Yeah, you'd probably.
20. Lena, I'm not so sure about sending another bird out there.
This might give us a chance while it's gone.
It
So-
might also just bring it back.
I mean, the bird's not here right now. We won't know it originated from here.
Can I take a quick
That's-
peek outside?
Sorry?
Can I take a quick peek outside?
Sure. Are you looking for the bird?
Because didn't I'm pretty sure this was mentioned, right? Like the birds kind of nests in this mountain area place?
Yeah, nearby.
Nearby, right? Okay. What did you want to check, Jake?
Perception.
12.
And I don't see the bird. Bit of vines kind of covering the entrance of the place, but glancing out there.
This might be our only chance to make contact back with anyone at Bastion that could help us.
Just be careful. That's all Mario mentions, and then goes back and sits
Make it a
down and
rat.
reads.
Hide in the grass,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
how
the
fast do
rat.
rats move. Something, maybe a rabbit.
Snake?
Rabbits are pretty fast.
Oh, rabbit.
I feel like the rat would just get eaten by some normal creature.
Bird's fine.
Something. Oh,
Yeah, make it the fastest bird that I can think of.
You should try to make the bird we
Okay.
just fought.
Yeah, let me just summon that as my familiar.
Like a baby version.
Can I summon that as a baby version, Jake?
Can you just summon anything you want? Like, to any limits?
No.
Can I just summon Tiamat?
They have to be. I mean, you could make it look like that, but statistically, it would be the exact same as a normal bird.
Oh, and then you could even show the guys like what we fought too, if you try to make it like that. Yeah, I like that idea.
I also don't want them to shoot it out of the sky.
That is true.
It's also magic. Isn't it gonna die as soon as it like hits the wall?
Your familiar is magical.
Oh, fuck.
What's the move there?
Just
Drop it
waits
in
outside the
front,
wall.
like the front of the gate. Yeah, like
You can get
I
one of
guess-
the gate guys to look at it. Well, it just needs to carry a note, right?
Yeah, kind of like a message in a bottle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as like far as it can go towards.
Bastions. The gate.
Yeah,
I like it.
and then maybe it'll look for any people that are along the path, and if there's no one, then it will just follow the road until it hits the wall and just poofs, and it'll drop the message or whatever down.
Mhm.
Yeah, stealth check.
Oh boy. I don't have to roll with disadvantage, right?
Nope.
Oh my god.
You would also roll with the bird stat. 2.
Well, I mean, I guess I had +2 to the 4.
6.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Should be fun. Yeah, you let your bird go. What do you attach to the note?
Description of the beast that's attacking us, all its combat abilities that we witnessed, the damage that it inflicted on us, as well as my findings about how this is potentially what wiped out the first group.
The details are written down.
And also, sorry to ask for reinforcements, help, anything.
Hoping against all bird will make.
Everyone's still like low HP, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
When I wake up, I'm gonna get to work with my healing kit.
I'm guessing all of you will stick around until Noah wakes up.
So I think we should set up camp here.
It is
Weird.
just a little past noon, so you technically still have it.
Well, it's not, I mean, do you guys want to keep going?
So what's the rules again, Jake?
can I
You
scare
have to take
Noah
a
awake?
A short
not a long rest, short rest.
A short
Yeah.
rest is 8 A
And
long
short
rest.
doesn't need to be sleeping, right? It could just be
It could just be chilling.
chilling.
What if we tried to move at night?
Would that be particularly difficult?
It would be difficult for us, but also maybe difficult for the bird to kind of locate us.
For some reason, I assume this guy has night vision. Maybe it's the big mystical look about it.
Yeah, but also it doesn't have night vision from like 1,500 feet in the air.
So what do you propose? We rest up for a bit and then just move in the darkness?
Well, as you can tell from my very bruised and battered and bloody self, I am not exactly in the condition to continue.
I am with you. Yeah. Let's do a short rest.
Okay. All of you sit down. And next 8 hours. Absolutely. And though it is a little tense, terrible. Bird doesn't seem to come back. Very least from the few times that you do glance out of your cave to try and spot it. And even then, it's quiet. Prompt all of you guys for a new rest. Quickly for a long rest. Oh, no, sorry. No, cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Sorry, it should be short rest.
Cancelled.
Prompt rest. Short rest. Did all of you cancel it?
I didn't even get a notification.
Didn't get anything.
Does this come up?
No.
No. Brought the calendar up for me.
You got a calendar?
You got a calendar? Should I just click the short rest button?
Yeah, just click the short rest button. Fuck it.
I will click the short rest button.
Wait, that's why. Okay. No, sorry. Okay, that's why.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
All right. Boom. There we go.
Ooh.
Still a calendar, Jake. I'm just kidding. Can we roll all our hit dice during the short rest?
Hey, yeah, if you'd like to.
I only have one hit
I would
dice.
like to.
Roll. Ooh. Solid.
How do you roll
supposed
both,
to-
guys?
Do you guys all have food?
Yes, I have rations.
Yes, I have rations.
Am I supposed to only have one hit dice?
You are level
Yeah.
1, so yes. Oh,
What is my
technically,
wizard?
no. Technically, you should have 2. You should have 2.
I don't know why my wizard one isn't there. Did I use it?
Maybe. Think you
I
would
don't
have, because
think-
you guys never got a chance to use your hit dice after.
No, we never use it.
Yeah, this says 0 available for the D6.
You should have 1 available.
Should I be? Will it let me roll it even if there's 0?
I don't think so.
You might just have to roll like.
Oh, one won't. Okay, I'll just manually roll it.
Yeah.
Have to manually decrease my rations, huh?
It doesn't look it's
I lack the permission to update my setting.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's just if someone's thing on another character sheet is getting updated, then
No. Okay. How does long rest is the hit dice plus your constitution mod? per dice? No.
No. On a long rest, you get everything back except for hit dice. You get half of your
I
hit dice back.
I did not
I
eat
see.
anything. That is cap.
I have to manually do it.
So let me
Yeah.
consume the rations, I guess.
I
consumed.
don't know why?
I didn't. I'm pretty sure it worked last time, but it's whatever.
Weird. Very
It's
weird.
whatever.
Yeah, you just click it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take the water skin, even though it was selected.
Yes. So what happens is that your water skin is still there, but your water skin is now empty.
Mm,
Or that's what it should be.
Wait, did I use Arcane Recovery before?
Fucking stole Yasha's water skin.
I never used Arcane Recovery, right? I don't know why it says I have 0 uses.
Your long rest and
I'm just gonna give myself 1 use of Arcane Recovery, and then I'm gonna use it to recover. Was it just 1 level 1 spell slot?
God, what the fuck did I do? Oh my god, how many days did I just fucking skip by accident?
All our friends are dead.
Published.
Mm-hmm.
Let me watch it. Why won't it let me watch my own fucking thing? Oh, I don't even know what date it is. Let's go. It was the 19th. Holy shit. How many days did I skip? It's fucking Montreal. Oops. Go back a couple of days. And this would be because of how much you guys rested. It should be like 9 o'clock at night. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's good. Sorry. I guess a simple calendar integration caused it to skip time and be fine. It should...
Aye.
But after a couple of hours, up feeling relatively rested, or some of you didn't even sleep and instead spent the time just kind of whittling away time trying to keep your mind off of things, not think too much about potential creatures that might be facing. But eventually, rest ends. All of you wake feeling just a little bit better, ready to pursue. What do you like to do?
Do I know if like my familiar is still alive?
From the best that you can tell, after about 8 hours, yeah, it does seem to be alive.
And in 8 hours, would it have flown far enough or not?
It would be very close.
Safe.
And from the best that you could tell, it's probably fine.
Would I be able to see through my familiar?
No, not at this distance. Much too far.
You said there was growth on the side of the pillars. Are they enough to support me
Yeah,
if I were to
probably.
start climbing up? Now, if I were to start climbing up, how much cover would it provide? Like, would I be obviously hanging off the edge, or would I be kind of within the foliage as I'm climbing up?
Would be almost exclusively hanging off. There isn't that much foliage. It's not very thick. It's like a thin layer of vine and kind of vegetation that's growing off the side of this.
Okay.
And you realize that it's only on the side where the sun has.
Okay.
So the back side of it compared to where. But also, now know that the sun has set about 30 or so minutes. Finished your outside dark, and the two moons slowly
Do you guys think we should try to make a break for it under the cover of darkness?
We're about a 2 days march towards Bastion.
Or we can go the other way towards
Fine water.
yeah.
I think we're closer to Bastion than Wine
I
Water.
think we should.
I'd like to get home.
We need like a landmine or something for this thing. Like,
Yeah. we
should like
do
bait
not
it
have
with
the
a sheep with a
capacity.
landmine.
Oh shit, my food is here. You're back. Let's take a short break.
Giant net trap, guys.
A landmine.
I don't even know, man. I don't even think
Blows up.
Bastion has the capacity to kill this thing. There's no magic there, right?
No
Like,
magic.
everyone's kind of just little swords and boards.
Yeah, that creature wouldn't be able to go to Bastion anyways.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how we kill it.
Mine.
I think more
Giant
bodies
ballista?
is just
Ballista is not magical. What if Bastion has giant, war ballistas?
I'm pretty sure it should have, but like one, who's gonna carry it and fire it with accuracy, and two, isn't that thing just fast enough to dodge it anyways?
Yeah,
And it's also like
true.
1,500 feet in the air.
you almost have to like make a trap, like dig like a 300-meter deep hole.
Or like just bait it down, and then while it's on the down, just fire it at point blank range or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Make a fake hole.
Yeah.
This is just draw like a fake hole in the ground, like the Looney Tunes
Well,
style.
Coyote head.
The hell am I listening? You guys trying to kill this thing?
Yeah.
Honestly? Fair.
All right, shall we scamper on over to Bastion?
Are you guys returning the Bastion, or are you proceeding?
I'm going back to Bastion.
I'm gonna go back to Bastion.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take the info we have here and just go back.
Okay.
I need to get my charges back.
As all of you slowly kind of leave cover this building, glance back towards the direction of Bastion and see it all on fire. No. You
Not again.
you glance over towards Bastion. You very much see the very tip-top mountain of Bastion. Begin to once more make your way back towards the city. Surprisingly uneventful. After an entire night traveling, find yourself out in the open fields, and be a perception check, all of you.
Okay.
From the best that all of you can tell, can't seem to be a bird. Elena, Moray, you're a little bit more paranoid. Okay, maybe my eyes. But it's probably. It's right there. No, you know. That's just. Or is it? Yeah. A little bit of kind of fear. Parts you manage to back to. Not too much. Eventually, you make your way to the edges of the city itself once more. After about 2 days worth of travel. 2 days worth. The hours back up. At around noon of the 21st of Unria, all of you make your way back into the relative safety of Bastion. As you feel this kind of anti-magic zone wash over your entire body, take away powers. Return to just being regular.
Shivering.
I'll never get used to this feeling. It's sickening.
Eventually, make your way back city walls proper, and you see familiar guards kind of patrolling the top of it as they watch all of you approach.
I cover my face if I see the guard that gave us the horses.
It was thankfully it's not
Can
the
I make
same
a check?
guards.
Okay.
It's familiar in that they're wearing a familiar uniform.
Okay.
You see two women kind of holding crossbows as they peek out over top. One of them yells out, "Hey guys there!"
What team are we? 3?
Hello?
4?
You guys are team 4.
Team
Is this
4.
The fourth
Oh,
riders.
Wait, I gotta roll for this guy, don't
Question check. Someone.
Who's got the Riz?
I got so much Riz.
No way you can fail that.
Wait, let me check something. Is this a charisma-based check?
Charisma based.
I must make a charisma save with a DC of 8 plus my proficiency. Plus charisma bonus. Why? Okay. Do I roll that first, or do I roll
You roll your save first.
the save first? Okay. Charisma save 13. I think I just met it.
That meets it, right? Then you're
Yeah.
good.
Yes. Okay. And then I'll roll persuasion. 14.
Okay. You see her lower her crossbow. Oh, you guys are back soon. I thought you only left a few days ago.
Does it feel like 2
Yeah.
days?
About that.
I think you can tell by our wounds and our bloody armor and clothes what may have transpired.
Yeah, I can see. Come in, please. It's better to see you alive than it is to see you dead. Gates get opened. You guys are welcomed back. Oh. Where are you guys heading? What are you guys doing?
Seems like none of my journal entries got saved, Jake.
Probably find Silas.
I was trying to find notes on that fellow, but I'm sure he's a character. No, he's not.
Did the familiar make it?
The familiar you can feel is actually, before you had entered the actual zone itself, you could feel that it was still outside. That it was trying to find a way where it could deliver the letter close to the wall. It did not seem to have been able to.
How long can my familiar last? Is it like
It's permanent.
okay? I'm just gonna have it do like circles around Bastion.
Okay.
Just like as long as it doesn't enter the magic field and goes poof. Would it be close enough to relay information to me? Like, can I like see from it from within
You
Bastion?
can't do anything.
Oh, right,
You can't
right.
even interact with it.
Right, I forgot. God damn it. Yeah.
Think about it. think about it. That anti-magic field is probably the strongest weapon we got.
I also don't think it's that stupid.
That's why we have to debate it. Taunt it. I don't know. Get it. Anyway.
Persuade it.
Go on.
Dive.
Persuade it.
How tall does the field go? How tall is the field?
Honestly, not aware.
Well, we can do some math though.
The field, though, is actually irregularly shaped, so it might be inconsistent.
Dang it.
You would know that because of the shape I've drawn. Act.
Oh, I thought that was just your attempt at a circle.
Nope. You're gonna go and try and find Silas?
Yeah.
Alexi?
Yeah. Mr. Alexi.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Wait, me?
Wait, is Silas the guy who sent us on this mission? Or is it Ebron?
It's at Braun.
No.
Okay, there we go. I heard it in your voice.
I was like, are you looking for Silas?
Ebron.
Damn, I even have it written in my journal, but I just believed him anyways.
Like, I mean, you could go and look for Silas.
Like, why are we investigating Silas? Like, we should know where this guy is. Okay, yeah, Ebron.
Right guard, man. Okay, you guys go look for Ebron. Yeah, honestly, it's not terribly difficult. You managed to find him in his office. And as you guys kind of knock on the door, walk in. Up. Oh. Hello. Back awfully early. And all of you look like absolute shit. Okay, no, yep, I can see why. You okay? Everybody still alive?
Thankfully, yes. For
Barely.
Still breathing. That's good. Well, congratulations. You've survived your first scrap with... Tell me it wasn't beavers.
Oh, bigger than a beaver.
Yeah, it wasn't beavers.
Okay.
More wings.
What did you encounter? What happened? Tell me everything.
They fly now.
They fly now. What flies now? You're going to have to be more specific. Did you manage to encounter the bird?
Wouldn't quite call it a bird, to be honest, sir.
more like a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I have to know.
That thing moves in very unnatural ways. It is most certainly being influenced by some sort of magic. And that just makes it all the more deadly and difficult to take down or, quite frankly, even escape it.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. In here.
Yes, that's the one saving grace, but other than that, we don't know how we can continue forward without drawing its attention, and we can't really outrun it because that thing is bloody fast.
And really powerful as well.
It's just to put into perspective, when it comes diving down, it leaves behind 30-foot wide craters every time.
Oh, shit.
Could be convinced, but I feel like it has a gravity field of its own as well. Can't really put my finger on it, but after it crashed, everything kind of held in the air, almost hanging in the air.
Oh.
Does it ring a bell, Ebron?
No, absolutely not. This is terrifying to listen to.
we
glad I'm
survived by the
working
skin of
here.
our teeth.
Yeah.
I can't say
what
the
happened
same
to the
about
other
our
team?
horses.
Well,
Oh yeah,
that's just part of the job at this point.
I mean, if we didn't have them, we would have probably taken their place.
Better the horses. Fortunately, we're probably not going to be able to provide new horses. Time really required to get one up and running. A bit longer than. We still do have a few spare in emergency. We're hoping it doesn't come to that. Probably going to be on.
Mhm. And
Fine, that
as
horse didn't
far
like me.
as your what was the other party, Jake? Number? Party. Yeah, as far as party 3 goes, Ebron. Yeah, the ones we're missing.
We lost
One, and this bird is why. We tried to reach out to you using one of Elena's familiars, and that was immediately attacked upon release. It seems like nothing. That thing prevents anything from getting through once it's on the hunt. But we did see signs of a camp in one of the caves we managed to hold out in.
The
Around the same time they went missing.
chance that they're still.
There's also very many craters littered around the area, so
That's not pleasant.
though for some reason it could have finished us off, but it just turned around towards the east.
I'm pretty sure it thought it did, if I'm being perfectly honest.
But we never encountered it again. It was maybe it had to recharge, it had to rest, I'm not sure. Maybe it expended too much of its magical power.
How many times did it dive? You know.
3 that we saw.
Me that you.
total 3, yeah.
Wait, 3?
I think it was 4.
So no, so for the first one was the bird that tried to escape. The second time was our horses.
Third
And
time
the
was
third
us.
time was just us.
I thought we saw it do something else before bird.
We spotted it after the scorpions.
You
And
had
then we
seen
saw
it
it hunting.
after this, but it hadn't
Yeah.
done anything. It killed your bird.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. 3 times, Ebron. And each time it was it each time it was getting lower?
Each time it like sank lower. You don't know whether it was to get close or if it was because it needed.
Yeah. I'll just let everyone know that fact too.
Kind of sits there and ponders. This sounds potential. Well, legend, I suppose. Myth, something. That people.
Thunderbird
Thunder.
does Does Moray know anything about this Thunderbird? Any legends?
Nature check.
Can I also do one?
Can I make one?
Anybody can.
Everyone, get in there.
Do it. Nope.
Lena, Noah, the two
Moray.
of you heard something about this. You'd probably have to do more research, but you recall tales, children's tales, things that you might have heard before. All said to be some sort of legendary bird that didn't hunt. It hunted for pleasure. And there's potentially more information you can about it, but that would have to be done through research or something else. Ebron kind of ponders for a moment, looks up. I don't know if I'll be able to get more information on this, but there's a library of a record, something. Unbird? Something like
We
that.
definitely need more information if we're gonna tackle that thing again.
Well, I'd say be very, very tempted to tackle it. One dive left all of you like this.
All right.
No,
So we're up against a pseudo mythical creature. God damn it!
there is also
I'm
the
doing
choice of
okay.
you simply just avoiding it.
Maybe some more information on that too.
Yeah. Fair.
It wouldn't be a terrible idea for all of you to see if some of the nearby ruined harbor towns have a boat, something you could requisition, and take over the Zenobar Lake, Dark Lake.
Or his eyes are lit up.
What are you
Mm.
saying?
You say.
Though I will have to warn you, it could be potentially extremely dangerous. Nobody has sailed Zenobar Sea, Dark Lake in 2 decades. We fished in the Zenobar Lake, and some of our fish have killed fishermen. So, extremely. Plus, it does spot you out in the water.
So what are the other quest options we have?
It was the bird. It was go to Vinewater, and the last one was to recover an alchemist's kit from a nearby ruin set. Or the alchemist.
Maybe investigating the ruined settlement for alchemy components might not be so bad.
Something potentially city.
Out of character, how's everyone's inventory looking? Items, abilities?
I don't have.
I'm good
I'll
actually.
need a rest for sure. I don't have rage or anything.
Wait, I thought you got it back after the long rest. No?
We didn't long rest. We
Still
short
a short
rested.
rest.
I have all 2 of my spell slots.
Yeah. I have one first level spell slot, and then cantrips. And then whatever innate spell casting or whatever. Where is this other town or alchemist quest supposed to be? Is it close to Bastion?
Relatively nearby, maybe only about half a day's walk. Seems she was from the town itself. She had heard looking for, and in a hurry, retrieve some of it. It could be a
Like a simple request to me, eh, fellas?
Yes, sounds like it would just be a day's work and that's it.
What time is it?
It's about noon.
By the time we get there, won't it be close to nightfall?
Probably.
Yes, I think we should rest for the day.
Short rest and then make our way there the next morning?
Yes, and we have the dawn's light again.
Okay. Moray is down for that.
Okay.
So another short rest.
Well,
Yep.
You guys have a couple of hours before resting that you can do, or whatever it is that you want.
There are no health potions right there. We bought them all.
You guys have basically.
Well, you can always go into the town and find one. We raided the adventure thing.
Yes, I'm gonna go into the town then and look for stuff.
Sure. What do you specifically look?
Just potions and other like concoctions that could save our lives. Maybe. All right, there's no like magical items within the town.
No, it's impossible to tell. Someone's broom could be magical and they wouldn't know.
And it would be basically impossible to discern. Well, I guess I'll just be on the lookout for it anyways. Like, it doesn't have to like emanate magic to be like know it's magical. There can be like weird scripts on it or runes or whatever.
That is certain. Sure, you can give me a perception check. See if you notice anything.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, you don't spot anything out of the ordinary. Anything that seems to really speak to you as something that. Everything just seems so mundane. And unfortunately, that is.
What about the potions and stuff?
Potions. You do manage to find actual alchemists that you're going to be working for. As you walk into her shop, kind of looks up towards. I know what.
Please be a nice person. Please be a nice person.
Here she is. You walk into what is possibly the weirdest and kind of strangest location you have seen within Bastion, but it just kind of oozed extreme kind of natural potency. You saw on the outside, it looked almost like a dingy, dirty shack. A variety of different plants growing all over the entire thing. Where you realized, oh, some of these plants are actually kind of used medicinally. That this one here specifically is grown in a relatively neat fashion and would make it honestly really easy to trim pieces of it off for use in brewing. Okay. And then as you actually wander inside, smell or get hit with the smell of very sweet, almost intoxicating that just permeate the very air itself. And as you glance around this relatively dimly lit, closed off, you see a figure kind of in the back of the shop, as a woman with long, grayish purple hair draped all over her shoulder. This really regal looking robe that is probably a little too much. Begins to walk over. And as she looks up to you, what looking are you?
Would I be able to know who she is just based off of her description or like how she looks, based on what maybe Bron might have described? Maybe.
Yeah, you would know that this is probably the alchemist, Cora Keep.
Oh, I didn't expect to run into Miss Kiva here.
Huh? No way.
Yes, we've been given the task of retrieving your supplies from the nearby town. Yeah, we can definitely notice the lack of any alchemical solutions in this entire city.
Trust. Skilled brewing. There. Orders. Kill. It. Then provide for you.
I was hoping you would say that. We desperately need all the help that we can get, especially if we were to continue our duties beyond the walls of Bastion.
Good. Good.
Speaking of help, you wouldn't happen to have any potions, any brews that could sort of help us on our next excursion, presumably to retrieve your supplies.
The very last one. Here. A gift. Take it for free. She hands you what appears to be some sort of orange, thick looking potion. Eat potion. Strength. It will grant you the strength of 30 for about an hour.
6 horses.
That is quite the powerful potion, and I don't know what to say. Are you sure you don't want any compensation for this?
Bring me back my thing. And it. If you don't bring back every, I'll you 50 for a thing. Or sorry, 500 gold.
Oof.
It's kind of steep, but
There is only
I have
5 things I am looking.
The list.
what would those items be? I'm sure that our job description would also have them, but I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
She essentially gives you that there are 4 kind of like core components to her alchemist setup that she requires. She also says that if you bring back like peripheral items, extra flasks, potion ingredients, things like that, that she can also do more with them. And that she's actually going to pay you for them if you're able to bring back more than the 4 central items she's looking for. So, yeah. But she does hand
I
you
can
the
grapple
potion.
it with that.
What was that?
I can
She does
grapple
hand
the
you
bird with that.
Oh, sorry. Hoj said he can grapple the bird with it. I said I said that she does hand you the potion.
I'll put third-party inventory.
It is a potion of 30 men's strength. It gives you 33 strength.
Whoa.
Sorry, it changes your strength to 33.
What could you do with 33 strength, Jake? Or 30 men?
A lot. You put that thing on Hoj? Hoj could probably lift that entire pillar that you guys were sitting under.
I can jump really high. Like really high.
Like really high.
You said it was 1 hour duration, right?
It has 1 hour duration.
Hoj, have you ever wanted to wrestle a dragon?
Yeah, that's my dream.
You ever wanted to wrestle gravity itself?
I don't actually think it's a. I don't think it's a stats thing. It's a mechanics size thing for it.
Yeah.
Right, and she said 4 items along with peripheral stuff.
And she would pay you on top of the normal, which
Does she mention what the main stuff to bring back are?
yeah, it's essentially like she has 4 pieces of specialized equipment that I can't be bothered to give you specifics on. So
That's okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if there were specifics or not.
It's I like you'll get old if you have all 4.
Okay.
Do not worry. Yeah.
Well, she was, or what was her name again?
Yeah. What are you up to?
Well,
Or what is everybody else up to?
Moray would like to make his way to the library and read up. Acquire knowledge.
Oh my god, he's so smart.
About the beast, the legend, Mr. Gravity.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna ask around religious circles to see if it's has any religious implications, and if it appears in any
Okay. You can give me
things of the nature.
a religion check, while Moray investigation check.
Oh, I love investigating. I don't.
Yeah, what the?
We don't know.
I'm a garbage investigator.
Unfortunately, all the information that you two come across are legends, and you don't think are very, because they don't say any facts.
I'm gonna look on the other side of the library.
Sure.
Maybe a different book. There you go.
You do find a different book. And surprisingly, the book does seem to tell you a little bit more about these creatures. And as you had guesstimated a little bit earlier, they seem to have, strangely, a cooldown to how much they can use powers. But they were said to be able to strike thrice and return a day later, strike thrice more. You don't know if it's fact, but it seems to line up kind of with scene. At least a little bit. You also find that they are, they're immune bludgeoning damage. But seem to be weak to piercing. Yeah. Really all about all you do find several more like stories about them, none that really give you useful, usable. Yeah.
Do I see Hoj in the library?
You do, and you do see that Hoj is reading and getting a lot more information than you seemingly had.
Barely.
The book
I have 8 in.
the book that he picks up, he at first initially picked up upside down before he flipped it over and was like, "Ah."
This reminds me of the meme with
I'm gonna walk over to Hoj like, Hoj, look at this, and I'm gonna point to this section. It's like, did you know the feathers of this bird can make you last for 6 hours in the bedroom?
I believe that actually.
Sure, it's canon.
Something about the gravity.
Yeah, something about the gravity. Keeping blood somewhere else.
What did you find?
It likes the number 3. That's what I've gotten from this book. I'll show him the book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it says it drops down 3 times before leaving. Huh. Seems to line up with what we saw. So, I say, experienced. Anything else in there?
It takes a day to recharge.
Huh.
You also
Good to
get the
know.
sense that the book seems to give you that it seems to be able to sense creatures within 30 feet with no issue.
Mhm.
Including if it can't see them.
Hmm.
Can you repeat that? It can sense creatures even if you can't see them.
Yes. So essentially, it has blind sight up to 30 feet.
Up to 30 feet. But if it's diving from way high on up, you wouldn't be able to tell, like say when we're obscured in fog.
Nope.
So when it comes diving down, it wouldn't have enough time to sense us before it hits the ground.
Nope. But it still has extremely sharp eyes.
Yeah, Shimon also has dark vision.
I don't.
You don't have dark vision.
I don't think so.
Oh, right. Goliath's.
Yeah, I don't see it. I have normal vision. I think I'll get blind sight when I'm higher level as a raging barbarian.
Mm-hmm. It's about really all the info I managed to get. It doesn't seem like it's too dangerous of a creature, but it does seem, well, dangerous for those who are quite low level.
Hey, that's us.
Or, in the book's terms, inexperienced.
Well, are you saying the first riders beyond their inexperience?
I'll let you. But was there anything else that you guys wanted to do?
The journal didn't save my entry. What the fuck?
Oh, what happened?
Sometimes it does that.
The journal did
I-
not save your entry.
Yeah, I wrote down stuff and it didn't save it.
Wait, where? On your character sheet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the character sheet.
Under journal,
Yeah.
and you're writing stuff down in which box?
Journal entries.
It should be saving. Under journal entries? Oh, here, let me.
Yeah. Did not save for me either.
Yeah, I wrote down stuff for like the alchemist and it just didn't save.
Did that save for you? Do you see?
Yeah, I see that there.
That is very strange.
It's okay, I'll just keep like a Word document.
Yeah, if you guys want to take notes, there is a notes channel for all of you. If you specifically do shared notes. Or you could make a Google Doc. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever.
All good, all good. Are you clicking save, Surya, or no? Because I felt like I wrote down some things from the last session that doesn't look like it's there, but I can't confirm. Did anyone else have that issue? Maybe I just didn't write anything down.
Like you didn't hit the. Alright, I'm an idiot. I probably didn't hit save.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you hit save, because it won't save if you don't hit save. It's a weird thing with this entire thing. Like, it doesn't autosave.
It's a weird thing when it doesn't save, when you don't hit save.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a save button.
Yeah. There is a save button. It's right beside the source. Make sure you hit save if you're going to be taking notes in your book.
Indeed.
But yeah. I don't know what that was for.
That was, I realized I didn't roll my dice from the rest earlier.
Oh. Okay. But was there anything else that you guys wanted to do? Or are you good to move on to A?
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Noah?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you kind of fall to sleep wherever it might be that you find yourselves. Pick up the morning after. About 7, 8 a.m. Ready to set out. Fight gods or less than gods. You guys are set up?
I am.
Yes.
Actually, my water skin's missing from my inventory.
Oh, I'm gonna get one of those too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we need to get new ones.
if you roll, it uses it, but like it's supposed to like you keep it, right? Like you drink out of it.
Yeah, could we just get another one?
That is so weird.
Yeah.
I am adding one to my inventory. Ta-da.
Yeah, you guys can do that.
How'd you add it? So did you buy it, Xavier?
Oh, I just went to the equipment shop, so maybe I did buy it, but it's whatever.
Okay.
It's like what, 5 SP silver? I just imported it from the equipment shop.
Is a bunch of stuff popping up for you guys? No?
Yeah.
That should
me.
be... No, actually.
It's weird because water skin says it has 4 uses, but it got consumed all in one use. At least for me.
They might be just consuming it for like a water source versus individual use.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's okay. Mechanics.
That's okay.
Let's play.
Alright.
That shouldn't. Alright, but yeah. As all of you kind of get ready to depart, you pack up your equipment, refill your water skins, get a bite of food, begin to traverse towards the location you had been indicated. And honestly, it's not terribly far away, but it is far enough away that you do feel the kind of pulse of magic all return to you. Your familiar finds itself nearby and does return to you, Elena, and the rest of you feel yourself feel whole.
Can I tell my familiar to fly to me?
Yep, and it does. Comes back within a couple of minutes. Onwards towards the actual location itself. It's only about 2-3 hours away from where you guys had been before, but you do see as you near the edge of this strangely kind of ruined town that a lot of it is overgrown, like more overgrown than it should be after even 20 years. There's like a bunch of vine plants and things that are just overtaken all of these farm buildings. See, the town itself is not overly large, maybe 15, 16 buildings all around. But the one strange thing that kind of irks you, it's underneath your skin, is strange feeling, because as soon as you approach the town, you see nearing the edge of the actual town itself, it appears to be a person. Though upon a bit of a closer look, you realize that it's not actually a person per se. At one point it might have been, but their skin crawling or covered strange bits of almost twigs and sticks that you can see had almost erupted out of each of their veins from poking out from beneath the skin. You see dried blood kind of flows off of their skin. At one point might have decayed to one another. Out of their mouths, their eyes, and their ears, you see small sticks coming out of them, and bits of vegetation that has grown out and around, vines that surround their entire body, and some of them almost seem to be stuck in this screaming position, as if they were still in their last throes of death. It's very disturbing. You can see that almost the entire town is decorated. Strange sculptures. But all of you stop far enough away that you're really confident nothing in town would have noticed. What would you like to do?
Would we have gotten any description about what was plaguing this town when we took the job?
About what? Sorry?
about like what was plaguing this town, like what makes it dangerous?
Plaguing this town? No, not specific. Though she did mention that there was. Yeah, she would have mentioned. She did mention that strange vegetation all around the town, and that it killed a lot of people.
Okay, so can I use my familiar to scout the town? Okay, yeah, kind of just lay on the ground on my knees and then close my eyes and start seeing through my bird and controlling it.
Sure. What are you trying to do with the bird? What are you looking for? How do you go about town? Are you what exactly is it?
First, I want to count how many of those kind of twig statue people there are and their locations.
Okay.
And on top of that, I want to keep my eye out for like any weird looking plants.
Okay. Perception check from the eyes of you.
What would be the perception modifier for that?
I will actually give you a raven.
Let's go.
Actually, I'll move it into a companion part. Companion.
Huh.
All acts. Oh, you guys should now be able to see the raven companions.
Okay.
Now you can roll its perception +3. Okay. As it takes a look around, doing its absolute best to kind of count all of the creatures, these weird statues, it does a relatively good job of counting the ones that are relatively whole, because some of them are just completely destroyed. The top half of them missing, or the bottom half of them missing, and they're just collapsed over onto the ground, and there's mushrooms growing off of them, or they're just not whole enough that you think they could potentially be a threat if it was to come to light. But even then, there's still at least 10 that are still relatively whole. Could potentially, if it was possible, for these things to move. What was the other one?
Any like weird looking plants that kind of stick out from like the rest of like normal looking vegetation?
There is. In the center of the town, there's what appears to be a rather large well, maybe about 10 feet across. And you see the bird as it flies over this well. The top of it isn't really covered, so it makes it easy to see down into it. But you see what appears to be the roots of a tree, except it's upside down. As in, the tree itself is in the water, but the roots are extending into the air above. It's a very strange look, but you also notice that the water inside of the well is blood red.
Interesting. Also, just one final like pass with the raven, just to kind of see if I can maybe look identify any of like the alchemist stuff.
Sure. Would you send it into buildings?
Um, No, I'd like to sort of keep it safe. So like you would do like close flybys through buildings that might have like windows or openings, and kind of maybe could peer inside.
Okay. Does this hit your Raven?
Yeah, the AC is only 12.
As the Raven kind of continues to fly about town, something moves out of the corner of its eye, and before it can even turn around to meet and look towards it, a needle pierces its body, and it just kind of explodes.
You just see Elena kind of just jolted back up from her trance-like state, just like breathing heavily.
Is everything all right?
Oh fuck! Something just hit my bird. I don't know what it is, but I think everyone should be careful. There's something that's something or like plural that could be hiding amongst the village. I don't know. I did notice that there are about 10 humanoid looking statues, such figures that could reanimate. I'm not exactly sure, or they could just be completely dead. And a really strange upside down looking tree that's growing inside a well, and the water is blood red. I don't know what that means, what that would entail, but some scary stuff up ahead.
That does sound strange. Well, we do know something happened to this village and the villagers.
Yeah, presumably the source is from the well, the drinking water, maybe.
I'm not sure if it's just that, if something attacked your bird.
Yeah, there seems to be something that's aware of our presence.
Did you see the alchemist's house?
Would I have noticed that, Jake, or no?
Or was there any, something like that, I guess? Because you talked to her, right? You kind of know, what she's looking for, too? Whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, from her description, it is one of the houses that your bird did see. But it couldn't get close enough because as soon as it did, it kind of got shot at.
Okay. Yeah, I did see her house, but I wasn't able to confirm anything before my bird died.
Did you happen to spot a path towards it? Free from plants and these statues?
There was no clear path that I could see.
Well, caution towards the wind, but we're here for a reason.
Yeah, just proceed extra carefully, and I guess don't move ahead too fast. Always check your corners, the usual stuff.
We got this. Then Maury's just gonna stealthily skedaddle in.
Okay.
Gotta clear your room. Wait, do we know for a fact the Raven was hit by a ranged attack? Was it grabbed, or we don't know that?
It wasn't quite clear,
It was in the air, right?
but it was
flying.
flying in the air, about 7-8 feet off of the ground, and there didn't seem like there was anything nearby. So,
Yeah, just assume it's a ranged attack.
I guess it's too late for it, but did our physical characters hear anything notable when that happened? Like, I'm assuming Surya, got out of the drone cam, kind of.
give me a perception check. Those in the party can also give me a perception check. If
We'll do just
anybody
that.
who, but everybody except for Elena, because she was in her bird. Okay, yeah, Noah would have been the spot it. Noah, you had seen what appeared to have been like a needle that flew out of one of these creatures, or like the bodies of one of these creatures, and slammed into the actual bird itself.
I see. What are the caliber of these thorns, I guess? Was that a big?
It was a pretty sizable thing.
Ooh, okay.
Like, it was at least 4 to 5 inches tip to tip.
Ew.
Okay.
It's a big needle.
Yeah, that's a big needle. But it didn't really make that lot of a sound, I guess.
No, it was almost silent until the bird was hit.
Okay. It's even worse.
Yeah, I think we just venture forth slowly into the village.
Yeah. Watch out for like the shooting galleries, I guess, now.
Everyone has a set of torches. I feel like fire may or may not help us here.
Can I use my firebolt as a sort of a torch?
Your fire bolt?
Yeah, I just have it in my hand.
Unfortunately, no, because I'm pretty sure firebolt requires you to launch it. But if you have create fire or something, I don't know, another spell that could do.
Oh wait, I have a torch in my inventory.
You could also.
No, I don't need to carry that. I'll just launch firebolt when I need to.
Does Mage Hand have a health, Jake?
Mage Hand does have health. It has 5 HP.
Okay. Good to know. All right. Are we sneaking?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Let's sneak towards the witch. Not witch. I keep thinking she's a witch. The alchemist's house.
Just assume she's.
Hey man, that was a pretty witchy-looking lady.
It was. Did you guys want to go through Curve Town past the well, or did you want to go around it?
Could I use my excellent survival skills to determine what an easier path would be?
The easiest, least resistance path. Survival check. Sure. Sorry,
it's lagging. Yeah. Oh.
Honestly, you are pretty confident it's this path right in front.
I see. I think the path in front of us might be our best bet.
In front of us? Moray's just gonna look ahead. What's in front of him?
It's probably the longest path to the house.
Does it go through the well?
Yeah, it goes past the well.
Could we not go through the blood-soaked well? Surely there's another path.
No, I thought I saw like the least amount of.
Sorry to cut us off here. Wait, I just want to play telephone. Jake, did you say it was like blood red colored, or did you say it was like blood, like viscous blood? I'm just making sure here because you
colored.
Okay.
Your bird was unable to confirm if it was actually blood.
Okay.
What do you recommend, Mari? What direction do we go then?
Is there a path going around the well, Jake?
There is. You could go around the entirety of the outskirts of town and kind of loop around. It's only like a few 100 feet to walk.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
I say we do this.
Are you guys trying to be quiet about it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Give me a stop. All of you.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
There we go.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry, my friends.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
Cool.
Honestly, totaled, everyone put together, did pretty well.
Yeah, average, you know.
It's a group
As
effort.
the four of you kind of begin to round edges of town, circling it, try your best to avoid these potentially dangerous creatures that seem to be residing within. You manage to round yourselves until you're about to the back of the alchemist's house, but you can see definitively that there are still many of these creatures, and they almost seem like they're centered around the house. They're protecting it. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe you're just paranoid.
They're like tree beings, right? Like I'm not misunderstanding this.
They are like sticks and roots and vines that are like
With like
growing
faces
out
and
of
yeah.
corpses of.
Okay. Have we seen them like move at all? Like
In this entire time that you guys have been here, no, there has been zero movement. Like
okay.
not even a twitch from any of them.
Elena, you want to send in another crow?
It would take a while to summon one. I don't know if we want to waste that time.
Oh.
Like 10 minutes, 6 seconds.
Ah, I see.
It's 10 minutes. That's an hour.
Isn't it? Oh, wait, it might be an hour and 10 minutes.
It says it's a ritual cast in 1 hour.
We are not waiting an hour. What's the best way to do this?
Throw fire?
Yeah, let's toss a torch just away from everything and see if anything reacts.
I mean, I can just firebolt too.
Yeah, don't not at them. Try to firebolt like to a spot where they can all turn towards, I guess. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, I kind of
Avoids our location a little bit.
firebolt off in another direction to maybe elicit a reaction, get them to move there maybe.
Okay.
Let's see.
Intimidation check.
What the fuck?
Firebolt goes off. There's not even a hint of. There's now a small patch of grass that is lightly on.
You want me to try again, Maury? It doesn't seem to have done anything.
Maybe aim a little closer to their feet.
Okay, I will do exactly that.
Another intimidation check. You have disadvantage. It lands right between the feet of one of the twigs that have seemingly taken over a corpse. No reaction.
What are you trying to scare, man? Like, what's getting the check?
The real question. Is the intimidation check just a fucking red herring?
Well, that seemed to not do anything. Do you want me to hit the corpse with the firebolt?
Might as well, man. Maury's like getting there. Okay.
Okay.
Can I take cover?
Yeah.
You can. There's not
Wait,
much
Full
cover. You'd have to
How
get
much?
behind one of the buildings, and that's very
How
close
many
to another one of the
statues
corpses.
are there? Or
There's
corpses,
like
I guess.
10 that you can count that are within, like, fully formed. There's maybe
That's
a
in front of
dozen
us.
more that aren't fully formed.
Instead of getting hit in a surprise round by 50 caliber fucking thorns, I'm going to take full cover behind the last house we passed and
Okay.
peek around the corner.
Alright.
With one eye.
Sure. You fire off a firebolt at one of them. Roll an attack.
Do I get advantage? Because they're kind of stationary.
Sure. As you chuck this firebolt forward, you see the creature in front of you not move, but as you hit it, this fire almost burns through its body way faster actually expected. For its entire body just kind of is engulfed in flames, and you see the human corpse that was underneath it, old woman, just fall to the ground, kind of almost like a puppet that had all of its strings cut simultaneously. But other than that,
None of the other things.
nope.
Okay. Well, I feel like that thing might have been controlled with the way it just like plopped on the ground after we burnt it.
I wonder.
Well, I mean, it didn't elicit a reaction out of any of the other ones.
Let's continue this science experiment.
Okay. As you say, let's continue. I need everyone to roll me initiative. Let's put you on
What,
the
you're not
spot.
gonna let it just spam firebolt until
No.
it's over? uh, 15.
Where's the initiative?
Initiative is under the combat encounters on the top right, the 2 crossed swords.
Oh
And
my.
then from there, you'll click roll initiative beside your own character.
No.
Which one would be the witch's house?
The witch's house is the straw house. And as
Okay.
soon as all of you kind of realize that, okay, maybe let's just burn the rest of them. As soon as you prep another one, you see a bunch of them immediately turn and begin throwing things.
Are we surprised? I hope we're not surprised.
You are not surprised.
Okay, thank God.
But that is the end of this session. And we will pick up next time. Because it's quite late.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Good to be back.
Do we level
Good
up?
to be back.
No.
Damn it.
After this one,
We
for sure.
almost died, surely.
Wait. Before we end, when did they turn to face us? Did they have something like? What were they like looking at us with, or is that not really?
It's not really that they
Clear.
had something that they were looking at you with. It's that the corpses had faces and all of them were turned
Okay,
towards you.
gotcha. All right.
Creepy.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
But yeah, that's the end. We can pick up next week hopefully, with Gray here.
Gray would be a welcome addition.
We just escaped unscathed from everything.
Sometimes you gotta give some